Well, it is a beautiful day here in central Iowa. Not sure what the temperature is right now. I think it's only in the lower 50s right now. It's supposed to get into the lower to mid 60s, but there's no wind. Sun's out. Sun feels really warm. Grass is turning green. Gotta keep my eye on Jessie girl. Caught her and Abby over at the neighbors the other day. And also halfway across the field, the day before yesterday, I think. Yeah, she's been a little bit of a troublemaker. She's going to end up being tied up. Had a shot collar for her, but Abby decided to try and eat that. Well, the controller for it anyway. Need to get another one. It was effective, but you had to catch her. And she knows she's been in a little bit of trouble, don't you? Anyway, been down here already this morning. Got the truck out. Well, actually I ran into town, got the truck out, door open. Heaters are off for once. But now that I open the door, the darn cats think they need to come explore in here. I guess that's okay. Just don't make a mess. And got an exciting one for you today. We're going to do a little maintenance on the lawnmower. The new blades are not going on it today. I think I'm going to mow the first time with the old blades that are on it. They are not in good shape. But normally, first mowing in the spring, you end up hitting a few things: rocks, sticks, dog toys, bones. So I'm just going to run the blades that are on it. They're not in good shape anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and run those, and if I hit something, no damage. I'm going to be replacing them anyway. Well, first things first here, this tire needs pumped up. Tire's not in the best shape. Yeah, that one's pretty hard. I think this one over here needs just a little bit. Not much. Good enough. Boy, this thing is dirty. I'm going to pull it out here somewhere, and my hose won't quite reach outside the door, so I'm going to have to do it in here. I'm going to see if I can blow some of that crud off of the deck so I can grease it. Alright, I don't even know if this thing will start. I had it running not too terribly long ago. Woo! Barely. How the heck did I get this thing in here? Let's see, I think I want to have it, yeah, no, this will work. I'm just going to leave it running, charge that battery a little bit. Alright, see if we can get some of this crud out of here. My hose isn't any too long here. Imagine I'm going to have to dig a bunch of this out. What the heck is that? Don't know. Imagine I'm going to have to dig a lot of this stuff out before it'll blow off. Gonna make a mess. Boy, the cats have made a mess of this too. I don't know if that's dirt or something else. See what happens here. Not too bad. thing needs a bath. I'm not really ready to start mowing yet, but I want to be ready when it's time, and it's almost time. Well, better than it was. It's still kind of wet and cruddy underneath there. I think I may take it out here and just run it, some stuff packed in underneath those pulleys and stuff. Get this back in here. So I'm just going to back this out and turn the blades on and see if it works anything out of there. Take it over here, I guess. Look out, Ed. That left kind of a mess. Anyway, get this into the shop here and get the oil changed. And we'll take care of this little mess out here. Let's blow this out this way. Good enough for now. So to drain the oil out of this thing, need to, I'm not going to be able to show it very good, I don't think. It's kind of hard to get to. It doesn't have a typical drain plug. If I go down under here, and if you can see that right there, that's where the oil comes out of. And there's a screw bolt head on the front of that. You loosen that, and then the oil drains out of that. The thing holds just about 2 quarts. So I'm going to, I think I've used an ice cream bucket before to catch the oil, because it's kind of hard to situate anything underneath here. But I get it in there and it will drain down. Originally this thing had there was a rubber tube that you'd put on that, and it would drain out that way, but it's been lost over the years. So anyway, I am going to find, I think I have an ice cream bucket down here. See if I can get that situated in there, loosen that up, and drain the oil out of this girl. So I've got my ice cream bucket. I think this is what I used before. So I'm going to get it in here somewhere. I can't remember how I did this. Just can't hardly see the thing, let alone get it exactly where you need it. I think that'll work. Except now I don't think I can get my hand in there to loosen that. Maybe I can. Might help if I go the right direction. really see it. There we go. Well, it's coming out. It's coming out all over my hand. I think that'll work. As long as that bucket doesn't slide out of there. I don't have any cat litter or oil dry or anything. I hope I don't make too much of a mess. At least I hope not. Takes a little while to drain out. It doesn't drain real quick, but let that drain out and then we'll get the filter off of it. Get some new oil in it. Lube, this thing's got quite a few grease zerks on it. Lube it up and she should be good to go. Alright, so this has been draining for quite a while. It's all drained out now. Get this out of here without dumping it all over. Well, I did end up making a little bit of a mess down here. Had a issue go on. My son called. I don't even know what my last clip was. The camera was down here running. I evidently didn't shut it off. Son called. He's having a little bit of a problem with his truck, so he called me on it. And then, while I was on the phone, I don't know, there she is. Abby over here and Jesse took off across the field to the neighbor's house. I was out here yelling for him. Told you she's gonna run off. I was out here yelling for him. I couldn't find him, so I took off in my truck, and yeah, that's where they were. So got up there to the neighbors, and the wife, she was out in the driveway just petting Jesse and Abby, and she was just going on and on about how beautiful both of them were. I don't think she'd run off without Jesse, so Jesse has earned herself the rest of the day up in the kennel in the house. So I'm not very happy with her at the moment. And in the meantime, while I was doing that, I didn't shut the drain plug or whatever you want to call it on this thing. Looks like it drained a little more out, so I've got some stuff on the floor. I don't know if I have any oil dry down here. I might have just a little tiny bit, I'm not sure. But anyway, Kat, you're gonna have to get out of here. So now we're gonna get this filter off, drain that out, and where's my light? Anyway, I have the oil filter here, and last year, I guess I put a Purelator filter on this. Anyway, the way this is designed, which might be plugged up. Yeah, that's okay. You take the filter off, the oil will leak out of here and go down into that, almost like a little cup, and it's got a hole in the bottom of it. I think I have my bucket down here where it'll catch the oil. We'll find out. So should be able to just get this off by hand, I imagine. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I think not going to be a whole lot drain out of there. I think it's going to go right down into that bucket. Not doing a whole lot, but I'm going to let that drain out here for a few minutes, and then we'll put a new filter on. So now we'll get the new filter on there, John Deere filter. And I was watching a video here about a week ago. A guy that I watch, name of his channel is Steve Rob Reviews. And he brought up an interesting point about filling your oil filter before putting it on your engine. My table's a little off balance here. And anyway, I'd never really thought about it before. I had always filled up my oil filters before putting them on, or at least mostly filling them up. And he brought up a good point. The oil goes in around here, comes out through the center into your engine, and when you fill that up, I got a piece of skin or something hanging off of my, anyway, first, when you dump it out of the bottle, if there's anything in the bottle that isn't supposed to be there, you're going to put that right into your filter. And then also with the, the bigger jugs, like the 5-quart jugs, they have that foil around the top of them, which I hate. I wish they wouldn't do that, because how do you open them? Yeah, you poke through it. And if you got a piece of that down into your oil, you could dump that straight into your filter, and it's going to go into your engine unfiltered, or when you're just filling up, you know, dumping the oil into your engine. If you dropped a piece of that foil in there and didn't see it, it could go straight in there. But he used to work at GM. He's up in Canada, and he used to work for General Motors on the assembly line, I believe. And you know, he said on new cars, filters, they go on dry. They don't pre-fill the filters. I imagine they fill up pretty darn quick. I've always done it. I will probably continue to do it. I don't know. Drop down in the comments what you think about that. Do you fill up your filters before putting them on the engine, or you just lube up the gasket and call it good? I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit in here. I mean, I imagine this filter doesn't take very darn long to fill. Oh, yeah, we're full. Wouldn't take very long to fill up, but I'm gonna at least put some around the gasket here, and we'll get this put on the engine. And being that this filter goes on horizontally, I'm probably going to end up dumping a lot of this oil out of there. Maybe there's not as much in there as I thought. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, we'll get this on there. Not a very big filter, but it does the trick. And now, just to fill it up with some new oil here. And like I said, it takes almost 2 quarts. 1.9 quarts is what it calls for. So there's one. And here goes number 2. I'll dump most of this in there. Probably wouldn't hurt if I dumped the whole thing in there. Pretty much all of it. Should be enough. I'll check it here after a while and see where we're at. And that's all there is to it. So start this thing up, make sure it isn't leaking anywhere. Oil light went off. I think we're good. So this is a John Deere X724 Ultimate. I'm not sure what the Ultimate stands for, but it is 4-wheel steer. It's got a 62-inch deck. The engine has got, it's almost 30 horsepower. It's like 28, 29 horsepower, something like that. She'll mow up a storm. She'll mow just as fast as you can run the thing. But anyway, oil has changed. Now I just need to grease it, don't I, bud? Yeah, I know. And there's a whole bunch of grease zerks on this thing. Whole bunch of them up in here. There's one on each. There's three blades underneath this. So there's a grease zerk on top of each, where each blade is. There's a pulley. Grease zerk on there. Like I said, a whole bunch in the front end. There's several back in here. I don't even know if I can remember where they all are, but gotta get to it. This here is the grease that I'm using, and I tell you what, you do not want to get this stuff on you, especially your clothes. It just will not come out, but that's what I'm using. That's what's in my gun here. So I'm gonna start hitting all the grease zerks on this thing. And the first ones I'm gonna hit are on the deck. Here, got one there. I know there's one on this one. I know there's one over there on the other side too. I'll just give them all a few squirts of grease here. Guy under here, kind of hard to get to. Got one over on this side. Got them down here on all these depth wheels as well. And that one doesn't want to take grease. And then I know there's a bunch up here. Let's see, there's one here. There's one there. There we go. Do the same on the other side. There's one back down in there. Got him. There's one down under here. Oop, got plenty in there. And if I remember right, I think there's some back in here somewhere. I think you got to start it up and turn the wheels to get to them, but I can't even see where they are right now. Yeah, let's start it up and see what we can see. Still see if we can get in there. I can't even see it. Turn the wheel the other way to get the other side. Well, let's see. I think there's some more somewhere. Straighten these wheels back out. Shut her off. Pretty sure there's more. Always seems like they're kind of hard to see, but I think there's a couple more. Let's see, I got that one down there. Got those three. There's one up. Maybe it's the other side. Well, maybe I got them all. I can't seem to find any more. But as far as oil change and being lubed up, I think she's ready to go. I'm gonna get this thing out of here. Back this out of here and get my truck back in here. Didn't leave too much of a mess in there. What a beautiful day. What do you think, bud? What do you think, buddy? I know, big guy. I know. Where am I going with this? I need to put this back where it came from. Need to go give it a bath. That's what I need to do, but we'll get her back in here. And we will go bring the truck back in. That's something I need to do on the truck. I need to get the oil changed and grease it all up as well. This darn thing, that intake manifold, did some looking up online on it about it, and I don't know, it doesn't look like it's really all that hard. Just there's a lot of wiring and stuff. You have to undo a lot of stuff. Look, some birds have been wanting to purchase it. They've all been making deposits on it, but whatever. Get the truck back in the shop where she belongs. Now my steering wheel isn't crooked. I pulled in here. My wheels are turned. Alright, get this girl back in the shop. Calm down, slow down. And I got stuff in the way, so I gotta go get that out of the way first. Don't need to run over that. Set him over here for now. Move this guy out of the way. That was probably kind of loud. I don't know if I have any oil dry or not. If I do, it's not very good stuff. It's just like, it's like shredded wood. It's not very good. Oh my God, I do. A little bit, not very much. Cat litter works a heck of a lot better. This stuff, I don't know, this doesn't work very good, but it'll do the trick. Pull the truck in here and I believe we will be done. My two-way radio antenna hitting on the door up there. That's good enough. Buddy, do you know where Abby went? Because I have no idea where she is at the moment. Don't know? Oh, okay. Anyway, guys, that is what I've been up to today. It's taken a long time to get all this done, chasing around the dogs, and had some phone calls and things. But maybe you saw what I need to do to the truck. I don't know, it's nothing big, and I'll probably get on that tomorrow. So I know, pretty exciting video here, working on a lawnmower, but if you would, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comments go down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye-bye.